not do that. And in future, I intend to have all my vacations with my family approved by the Commissioner. I've always considered the Aga Khan to be a close family friend, and that's why I preferred to take that vacation with my family. But given the Commissioner's report, I intend to take all the necessary precautions in the future.
Makes it very clear that I should have taken precautions and cleared my family vacation and dealings with the Aga Khan in advance. I'm sorry I didn't, and in the future I will be clearing all my family vacations with the Commissioner's office. I've always considered the Aga Khan a close family friend, which is why I didn't clear this family trip in the first place, but given the Commissioner's report, I will be taking all precautions in the future. Happy to take your questions.
Vous êtes allé sur une île privée, à bord d'un hélicoptère privé, chez quelqu'un qui préside une fondation qui est inscrite au registre des lobbyistes. Vous ne voyez pas à l'époque, vous n'avez pas vu à l'époque qu'il pouvait y avoir un problème.
An organization that is registered as a lobbyist. Well, the fact is that years ago I had interactions with the Aga Khan, and I have always believed him to be a family friend, and I was told that this was not a concern. For me, it was an opportunity to visit a friend, to have some family time. Now, of course, knowing what I know now, and given the report of the Commissioner, I will, obviously, I should have checked this in advance, and in future, I certainly intend to do that.
Why do you keep describing the Aga Khan as a close family friend when the report says you haven't spoken in 20 years?
I consider the Aga Khan to be a family friend. I fully accept the report of the Commissioner. Her responsibility is to protect the integrity of the office. She made a determination that he is not a family friend. I still consider him a family friend, but moving forward, even on people I consider to be family friends or friends, I will be proactively checking with the Commissioner on any personal travel and vacations.
Yes. This question. Often when we report on this over the year, you get a lot of feedback from viewers saying, come on, this is hardly a big deal. It's a very minor matter. I wonder if you'd like to explain to Canadians, do you think this is a serious issue that a Prime Minister has found to violate a statute, or that it is in fact not much to see here?
No, this is an important issue. We have a system in place to protect the integrity of the office of Prime Minister and the integrity of our institutions. And it is important that as we move forward, we learn from this mistake. I take full responsibility for it. We need to make sure that the office of the Prime Minister is without reproach, and in the future, including on family, friends, and personal family trips, we will be proactively working with the Office of the Commissioner to ensure that there is no conflict of interest, no appearance of conflict of interest. Évidemment, si j'avais à refaire ça,
if I had to do things over, I would have done things differently, and I would have spoken to the Office of the Commissioner right from the outset to have everything approved in advance. And if she had said to me not to do it, I would not have done it.
Est-ce que ça vient avec des sanctions, le rapport de la commission?
What kind of sanctions are involved? Well, at this point, we're looking at the findings of the Commissioner, and it's quite clear that the Commissioner found that we were in a conflict of interest, and so in order to avoid that happening by me or by any other Prime Minister, we will be working much more closely with the Commissioner to ensure that we're not in a conflict of interest in future.
How could that not have occurred to you, with all due respect? You were going to take a free holiday from someone you consider a friend, but obviously you have a different definition of a friend than the Commissioner. You knew that they had a lobbying registry, that they were set up to lobby the government. How could it not have occurred to you that that might not have been okay?
No. The fact is, we work sorry, let me just try to reorder the thoughts. We worked with the lobby conflict of interest commissioner on a regular basis on a broad range of issues when the issues come up. On this issue of a family vacation with a personal friend, it wasn't considered that there would be an issue there. Obviously, there was a mistake. The Aga Khan is someone who has been a longtime friend of my family's, a friend of mine, a friend to Canada as well. And for me to look for a place to have a quiet vacation where I can have quality family time is something we all look for with our families. Obviously, the issue moving forward will be something that I, and no doubt future Prime Ministers, will take much more seriously and be much clearer about proactively verifying even family-related friends travel in the future.
Monsieur Trudeau, vous insistez with your jobs for not flagging this earlier, for not highlighting this as a problem. Will there be any loss in your office?
Ultimately, obviously, we will be moving forward and reflecting on how we can do this better in the future, but I take full responsibility for this. This was a family vacation that I am responsible for, and I take responsibility.
Vous insistez pour dire que c'est votre ami de famille, l'ami de votre famille, votre ami personnel. La commissaire, elle note que vous ne lui avez pas parlé pendant 30 ans. Est-ce qu'elle dit
you didn't speak to him over a 30-year period.
J'ai eu des interactions.
No, how can you consider him to be a family friend? He is a family friend. He has been a family friend for a very long time, but I certainly respect her opinion, even though I do not agree with the Commissioner's finding. She makes decisions with a view to protecting the integrity of the office of the Prime Minister, and therefore, in future, even when it is a personal friend or a personal friend or a family friend, according to me, I intend to make sure that I check with the Commissioner beforehand. But what about the fact that you haven't spoken to him in 30 years? I did speak to him at the funeral of my father. I have spoken to him a number of times since I became a member of Parliament as well.
We will be taking family time up at Harrington Lake, and then we're headed out to the Canadian Rockies.
Does she take any blame for this? Because it seems one of the trips was initiated by her, and so what's her role in all of this?
Obviously, moving forward on any family vacations of any type, we will be verifying and going through them in detail with the Commissioner to ensure that there is no conflict of interest in the future.
Include some penalties or some fines. We've seen in this case, and also with Mr. Morneau, there's no sanctions at all other than the public embarrassment you may be going through right now. Should the law be changed, first of all, to toughen the act and also include some penalties?
I think we're very much aware that moving forward, we will be behaving differently. We respect and obviously accept the full report of the Commissioner. We will make sure that moving forward we are much more proactive about even personal family vacations with family friends. That's something that we need to ensure we're doing to guarantee the confidence that Canadians have both in our system, in our institutions, and in the Prime Minister's office. Je prends la responsabilité entière, évidemment, en tant que bureau, nous allons faire les choses différemment dans les occasions à venir, quand je prendrai des vacances en famille. Mais je prends la responsabilité
the responsibility for what was not done. I assume that responsibility.
Do you have to now change how you deal with, interact with the Aga Khan? We have to restrict to avoid now that you've been found in conflict?
We are going to ensure that on interactions with people I consider a family friend, like the Aga Khan, we ensure that the Ethics Commissioner approves of the way we move forward. It's really important to ensure the integrity of the office. Including in interactions with the Aga Khan on a professional ceremonial level, we will be working with the Commissioner.
This a year ago, actually, this started out because in the previous government, many office holders provided a list ahead of time to the Ethics Commissioner of friends and family who might have dealings with the government. Will you prepare a list of friends and family who might have dealings with the government, and presumably the Aga Khan will be on that list, so it would be on record for the Ethics Commission.
We're going to work with the Office of the Ethics Commission in the new year to ensure that as we go forward, we're in full and complete compliance with the Commissioner's rules and with the rules in place.
What does this say about your ethical compass, considering you've spent the entire fall defending your finance minister for allegations of ethical breaches, and now you're standing here today facing a scathing report and contraventions of this statute? What does that say about your ethical compass?
We continue to work with the Ethics Commissioner. We're pleased with the work that they've done. Obviously, I accept the full conclusions, and I think as we move forward, obviously my office and I will be behaving in a more proactive way on personal vacations. But at the same time, I think we can all collectively be reassured that we have mechanisms in our institutions here that hold everyone to account, to make sure that everyone follows the rules. And I think that's a strength for our structures.
Was the Aga Khan there when you were on vacation? You've never answered that question.
Yes. Yes.
Est-ce que vous avez discuté avec l'Aga Khan de dossiers touchant la politique canadienne ou de dossiers touchant la Fondation Aga Khan?
Canadian politics or the Aga Khan Foundation? We talked about global issues. He is a friend with whom I've had many discussions about the international context, whether it's in Syria or what is happening to the Ismaili community. We've had long conversations, but we did not specifically talk about political issues in Canada. Is it enough to apologize, or should you take some concrete action or make an act of contrition? Well, my action now is to reassure Canadians and tell them that I intend to work with the Commissioner in future to ensure that we will no longer find ourselves in a conflict of interest. It's very important that Canadians have trust and believe in the integrity of our system and our institutions, and also to ensure that we're moving forward, considering what has happened and informing the Office of the Commissioner.
According to the Ethics Commissioner's report, your wife called and asked if she could go to this island, if your family could go to this island. This is a man who runs organizations that have business with the government of Canada. Is it appropriate to ask, rather than to be offered, even if this is your friend, to ask someone who has business before the government of Canada, can we come and stay on your private island?
It had been, it was a standing invitation from the Aga Khan and his daughter to spend some time on their island.
Did you think that the report would be tabled today? Well, we heard a few days ago that it would be coming down this week, and we received the report just an hour ago. Thank you very much, everyone.